Yes.
A man who is a paragon of intellectualism, not only in our country, Nigeria, a man who has been recognized for rhetorical epistemology, a man who has given us the motivation, the courage to cement political debate and town hall engagement. This was actually in one here recently last year. We held a value clinic, and we came up with this particular idea: the University of Abuja should stand out of all other universities in Nigeria, being the university for national unity situated in the capital city of Abuja. Outside Nigeria and Africa, such engaging political leaders and aspirants are being conducted in universities. So therefore, in Africa, we allow the media to champion the cause. And going to, let's say, Chatham House, for example, I made this argument a few days ago, that the electorate, the voters, who on the PBCs are here with us. And that is why we saw it imperative to invite our political aspirants to discuss some of the modus operandi in which, if they come to power, they are going to instrumentalize in order to steer and pilot our nation to a greater height. Having experienced a lot, from colonial melancholy to the struggle for independence, after decolonization, the emergence of the years of Nigeria's agony, and perpetual corruption that crippled this particular entity, Nigeria, corruption which between 1960 and 1990s, what has been taken out of this country So it was so more than the budget which was given to Europe for its reconstruction after the Second World War. Ladies and gentlemen, our purpose of being here today is for us to listen to our political aspirants, to tell us how are they going to change the course of history, the narrative, their plans, their blueprints, how different are they going to perform in order to change the course of history and the suffering that Nigerians have been engulfed into. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to welcome Peter Obi. Now, before you hear from our Vice Chancellor, who is our father and father for today, we are going to listen to my friend, my colleague, with whom we share common ideas, Professor Philip Afaha, who is the director of the Leadership Institute. And we started this thing somewhere last year, and he called me and told me that he also noticed this particular idea of this political engagement. And today, whatever we do, we're doing it for the university and we're doing it for Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Professor Philip Afaha. Thank you so very much. I want to recognize the father of the university, my vice chancellor, Professor Good morning, sir, and thank you for allowing of this space to express ourselves. I want to also use that opportunity to spread that greeting to members of the management and so especially also recognize the chairman of the Labour Party, the chairman, you are most welcome and you are recognized. I also want to recognize the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Gregory. Welcome the vice presidential candidate, Nancy Ahmed. You are most welcome, sir. And I've seen the host of this event, my vice president, the host, the dean of the Faculty of Sciences. Thank you very much, sir, for this beautiful edifice that we have kept and maintained for you based on this meeting. I want to say welcome to my father and especially who fix what we are seeing. Excellency, you are welcome. I want to recognize the students of Abuja Leadership Center, the Masters and Doctoral Program. Most important, I want to welcome great Nigeria students. Great Papa, greatest and greatest and today is for you. Today is your day. Before now, we go. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Today is the tomorrow they go I'm happy that you are teaching to take the battle into your hand. I'm happy to notice that you are all here for one reason, to participate in our democratic process. Nigeria needs a youth era. I'm happy that this particular election has inspired the youth of Nigeria to choose to participate in the process. Thank you so very much for being here. This program from 8:30 in the morning. I want to tell you one thing. Two great leaders that have inspired me. Professor Nahara and Mr. Peter Obi came here by 7 days. The whole leadership is for you to be able to dominate time. Time is a major problem in Nigeria. When my vice chancellor drove in by 7:50 and Peter Obi drove in by 7:50, but we have I want to remind you, this is not a political rally. This is not a Labour Party rally. This is a town hall. Now, I'm going to Abuja Leadership Center was established 2 years ago. It was established 2 years ago. The reason of the establishment of Abuja Leadership Center was to cultivate research in leadership and public governance. University of Abuja was awarded a ticket to host a leadership school, the first leadership school in Nigeria that is recognized by government. Now we admit everything the way we always do in view of it, to make sure that this leadership school is the best not only in Nigeria but in the country. That is why we try our best to attract the who is who, both in the international sector and in Nigeria, to come and interact with the university. It is unfortunate that leadership was not captured in the general studies for undergraduate students. We are going to fill that gap by making sure once in a while we bring people the mode of Peter Obi and the leaders adapt to be speaking to talking to our students on and share experience on issues of leadership. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for coming here. All our visitors that are here, both from Labour Party and from the political sector, you are most welcome to Abuja Leadership Center. Thank you so very much for this opportunity. I want to hear Thank you, Professor Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to invite my father. I'm going to invite my mentor, my mother, a person from whose ideas were actually gathered here. I'm now referring to Professor Abdul Rashid. Head of the Department of Political Science, Director of the Center, the man of the moment who is here to interact with us, candidate of Labour Party, Deputy Presidential candidate or Vice President candidate, distinguished members that have come along with him, people of opinion all over our nation. My students, great Nigerian students, great Nigerian students. I have seen all across this hall distinguished academic of the great Obi of Nigeria. Welcome you here. Sciences, for medicine, for law, for social sciences, for culture, for every discipline of campus you are welcome. But more importantly, our students. I've heard it said by the parents, by the Njenje political science that it is unique. Abuja Leadership Center director also said the same, that today is your day. You know, university as a whole is a laboratory. And what we do on campus is enable our students to think through issues of the moment, issues that concern development in their communities, in their nation, issues that are
crucial to humanity. After all, university is about humanity. How do we project our vision into making life better for humanity? We can do research on campus. We can create products and work with industry. We can create paths and give specific advice resulting from research that we have done and lay down strategies to go to the moon. But it's the politician that will make that decision whether or not we go to the moon. Leadership is everything. Political leadership has the power to take a nation to war, to make peace, to put food on the table for you, to create opportunities for you to have aspirations and have future and have peace in your mind that your future is guaranteed. Political leadership, everything. That is why in the nation, the Obi of Nigeria made a decision that forever and forever, this university will bring politicians to campus and ask them questions, put them in front of our students, and allow them to answer questions from our students. We are determined from now on and forever to put this great Obi of Nigeria at the center of asking questions of leaders. Don't answer questions from us. Because intellectual engagement is the basis of everything. Intellectualism of Nigeria is right here at the heart of the university. Where do we want to go? Why is it that we're a nation that is endowed so much? You look at the soil, it's fertile and good. Just throw a seed and it grows. You look at the sky, even when it is raining, it is sunny. You look at individual Nigerians, they are strong, they are beautiful, the man among them is charismatic, the woman among them is beautiful. I mean, brilliant in every way possible. Why is Nigeria still where we are? What have we done wrong? Is it ideas that we have not put together from even before independence? As Pan-Africanists, as Nigerians, so many constitutional affiliations. We used to have an education system that was British. We threw that away. We created the 644-504 system. We said we must start with integrated science, social studies, whatever it is. We said our languages must start from primary school. Have we implemented? What is the problem? How come India, Brazil, so many of these nations, even Malaysia, Singapore, that were even behind or just at par with us, how come they have overtaken us and we are still crawling as a nation? Is it because we have no ideas? What is the reason? We are a nation of so many years. What are politicians going to do differently? We have heard a lot of stories before. They told us they will change night to morning. They've never done nothing against people. What will they do differently today? You want to know it? What is it that you want to do differently today? Tell us as a university. Tell us. No. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, you must behave yourself. This is the University of Abuja, where discipline is sacrosanct. We have zero tolerance for discipline. I was going to send some of you that have no ID card out. You don't have ID card and this is what they say you have. But I'm giving you this as the last chance. Last chance. Next time you tell me you have no ID, I'll send you out. That's number one. Number two, pay attention. If you have a piece of paper, write down some of the ideas that have been discussed. Listen attentively. Be ready to ask questions. You do not have to keep clapping because we are here to discuss. This is not a rally. This is an engagement with a candidate. So ask your questions, note your points, and behave yourself. I am very proud of the Department of Political Science and the head of the department. Give him a round of applause. Very proud of the director of the Academic Center. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you for the work that you are doing. Please, as I said, be engaging. I have people around. If you misbehave, we will show you the way out. I'd like to thank you and I welcome you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, part of the proceedings, please, we listen with keen interest, okay, especially to the presidential aspirant for the business of the day. If the saying, as well as his proposals, actually interest you, you can actually clap. No problem, because that's what distinguishes us from media engagement. But again, in a town hall, we must maintain decorum, and we must also listen attentively because of the media coverage. And apart from this, we're going to take questions after the presentations, and he's going to respond to the questions in a few minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to Presidential Aspirant Labour Party. So ladies and gentlemen, please sit down. Please sit down.
I was listening to my brother and said he's going to introduce me. So I said, what again do you want to introduce me? Call my name. Let me start by respectfully recognizing our Vice Chancellor, Dean, and the Director, Vice Presidential Candidate, Chairman of our party, and all the dignitaries that are gathered here, especially most importantly, mine being is the gratitude. Sincerely thank the university and the faculty and the director. This year I've said all that needs to be said. So for me, it would have been to go straight into the interview. Us doing interaction by asking questions. Because when you go to university, it's not just for children to ask questions. It's not for you to learn. Because the most important ingredients of leadership is listening and learning. When I was driving here,
see more of the video.
When I was driving here this morning, I told Aisha, who was in the car, let me tell you the greatest thing that happened to me in terms of education. That whenever I go to a secondary school, I'll ask the principal and all the teachers to do. I want to talk to the student. that it was the students who told me what I did. I will move from the system number one, not the other. So for me, I want to learn. It's about their future. But it's important that before we go into that discussion, we need to know where our country is today. Because unless you know where you are, that is where you will form a vision where you want to go. If you don't know where you are, don't know where you're going, every road will lead you there. It becomes confusion. You now live in a country that can be classified as a failed state. Because they have made the two major ingredients of a failed state. When you are no longer in control of number one is when you are no longer in control of your territory. Nigeria has today insecurity that is threatening the existence of the country. No place in Nigeria today is secure. That is affecting every community. From banditry to kidnapping, from everything that you can imagine. And we seem to have lost control of it. We have an economic crisis with a debt that everybody, every analyst, every institution have said Nigeria is reaching the worst in terms of the debt. Yesterday I discussed the debt in Bauchi, and I said to them, this city of Bauchi is where we had a leader, Alpha Balewa, a divine leader that was in 1964 to 1964, applied to the World Bank for the first time for Nigeria to borrow money, to borrow $82 million to build the Kainj Dam, to generate 760 megawatts of electricity. In that letter to the World Bank president, said, we want to change the economy of our country. So this electricity would happen. 1964. That was the first time Nigeria borrowed money. And the World Bank replied, congratulating for that vision, giving that money. That is why Kainj Dam was built. 59 years after, that money which he borrowed in 1964 today is worth about 1.2, 1.3 billion naira dollars. 1.2, 1.3 billion dollars. Today, 59 years after, we can still talk about Kainj Dam. But Nigeria today is going in naira, if we put it ways and means that are there, about 77 trillion. And if you convert it by 410 naira, you have about $187 billion, which is the equivalent of 150 Kainj Dams. Where are the Kainj Dams? Money are wasted. That is the problem we're facing today. Because if we have been able to borrow and generating 750, it would have been different. Nigeria today is facing a crisis of corruption, crisis in oil theft and everything, of proportion. Your university was closed for 8 months in a country where the average tertiary intake is 9%. The average is at 8%. We're 9%, and it was shut down. And the reason why it was shut down because there was an agreement in 2009 with the federal government of Nigeria signed and agreed that they will put in 1.3 trillion. 1.3 trillion. And they paid 200. And in subsequent 10 years, they could not pay anything. They're still a country. The same country, in oil theft in 1 month would have paid them. We're the only opec country that is not supplying our water. except from Venezuela because of them. In July, it's even worse in August. In July 2022, our OPEC quota is 1.8 million barrels per day. In July 2022, our average production was 1,083,000. Every day, we lost 717,000, which for 31 days was 222,227 barrels. That's what we lost in July. If we have done that and sold it, July last year was the highest price of oil, $110. That would have given us, if we use that 110 to multiply 22,227, we would have had $2,445,000,000, which if you multiply by 650, will give you 1.4 trillion. And we were closed at university because of 1.1 trillion. So in 1 month, we would have been able to solve that by giving them 1.1 trillion and use the remaining 300 trillion to complete the project of Abuja to Kano. 1 month. I didn't say 2 months, 1 month. That is the worst we see in this country. You have an inflation today that is intolerable because of your fiscal rascality. So we have a problem. The economy. There's no economy that I know today. Nigeria have 33%, 40% unemployment. You have nearly 55% youth unemployment. Your youth in their productive age are doing nothing. They have a crisis. What will happen when they reach the retirement age? The country is finished. Because in their productive age, they're not doing anything. No country in the world of our size have that level of unemployment without declaring crisis. Today, we are classified as the country with the highest number of people in dimensional poverty. 133 million people. We have more people living in poverty than India. India is 1.4 billion people. In fact, we have more people living in poverty than India and China combined. These two countries combined is 2.8 billion, and we're just about 200 million. But we have more people living in poverty than 200 combined. They have about 20 million out of school children. Many girls in the north. So the crisis is something. Why did today the drug prevalence globally is about 5.8%. Nigerian drug prevalence among our kids are over 14%. More than twice the average. Because they have nothing to do, you are driving them into drugs. Everything. And that is cumulative effect of what we are facing that they call crisis of banditry today. It's cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years that refused to do the right thing. And I am Obi-Datti have sat down and said, we can solve this. And a new Nigeria is possible. What are we going to do? I don't want to bore you with crisis because I can speak about crisis of Nigeria for the whole of today. But starting what is different between poor and rich nations. It's exemplified in Human Development Index. Simply, health, education, and per capita. If you fix the 3 items, you pull your country out of difficulty. So education is at the heart of this. So the first what you need to do to see the value of your country, When you talk about health, you talk about life expectancy. When the global average is about 70 to 73, you are about 55. So you are actually about 20 years short of where the world is. In education, in human capital, we are 168 over 173 globally. So you fail per capita, you are just producing poverty. The only thing this country is manufacturing poverty. That's what we want to see. What do we want to do? We said, number one, is that we secure and unite the country. The foundation of which we're going to build a new country is to secure the country. Without which you can't do any other thing. People must be secure. And let nobody make you believe that the enemy or the criminal is more formidable. It is not. What is lacking in leadership? What is lacking is to have a governance structure, security governance structure that addresses the problem. That will only come with leadership. Daddy and I have said we will deal with that issue decisively. Now, there's anybody who gets, we're not going to give you excuse, but to hold us responsible. It stops at our desk and we'll deal with it. We will discuss with those who are vulnerable and those who are not, we'll deal with them. There must be a government. One person must be in charge. We can't share it with any other person. Simultaneously, as we are doing things, you must start, because everything you need to do must be simultaneous. You must start putting people out of poverty. The only way to do this is to remove your country today from consumption to production. Nigeria is not producing anything. It is a country that has wasted everybody's time on sharing. And we want to remove the sharing formula and replace it with production formula. We will tackle this country production based on factor endowment. I was yesterday in Bauchi State. Look at my campaign. And I told the people of Bauchi State, you are today waiting for the money to be shared from Abuja. It will soon stop. Because Bauchi State is actually bigger than two countries. Bauchi State is bigger than Belgium and Gambia combined. Bauchi State is 45.8 thousand square kilometers of land. Belgium is 30.9. And Gambia is 10.8. You plus these two, Bauchi State is more. And they have less population. So they have more land for farming. But they can't feed themselves. When these two countries can feed themselves and everything, we have to share. Out of the 10 poorest states in Nigeria, 9 is in the north. And that 9 is a state that can feed Nigeria. State that can make Nigeria a great nation. Because Nigeria can earn more from agriculture. I say it every day, far more than it earns from oil. God has blessed us with land. But we can't even feed ourselves. India can feed itself. India is 1.4 billion people living on 3.2 million square kilometers of land. Nigeria lives on 1/3 of Indian land. We are living on 923,000 square kilometers, where we have 1/7 of their population. But they can feed themselves and export So we cannot feed ourselves. It's unacceptable. It cannot continue. And we have states that will endure to be able to feed themselves. Niger State is poor. Borno State is poor. Taraba State is poor. These are our three biggest states. These states alone can feed themselves, feed Nigeria, and export. Niger State ends for statutory allocation. By the time they deduct their debts, in a year, the most they can get is about 50 billion naira. That's all they can get. And that's one they run around. They don't want to do any other thing. When they are sitting on 76.3 thousand square kilometers of fertile land, 8 of their local governments is under control of bandits because they have no job. But they have 76.3 thousand square kilometers of fertile land that can change Nigeria. Netherlands have only, without water, 33,000 square kilometers of land. So Niger State is 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. Netherlands last in 2021 did agricultural export of 103 billion euros, $120 billion. Niger State cannot feed itself. But they have 2.5 times their land. They have winter, they have everything. But they need 120 billion export of agricultural products. 4 times the entire Nigerian export. That's one land they did. If Niger State was able to do just 5% of that, it will be $6 billion. 650, 650, 700 that our rate is today. They will have about 4 trillion, 80 times what they will earn for the allocation, but they won't do it because they are waiting for money to be shared. We want to remove that sharing from. The same thing is what you're going to see in all other places. Our problem today is Sambisa Forest. That is where we say we cannot. It's a farmland. It's a place that can be productive. The Sambisa area is 60,000 square kilometers. That is 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is 22.1. So if you times Israel by 366, they are 60. It's 10% minus of loss. And it's giving us problem. We can become a farmland. Obi-Datti and I have changed. We will change this country. We are not here to give us. So we can use that. The same thing goes with Taraba. I don't want to use this to show you how great this country is. The same thing goes with Taraba. Taraba is 64.4 thousand square kilometers. That is bigger than Belgium and Israel combined. They can't feed themselves. Taraba is the fall of Mandela, where you can do tourism, where you can grow flower, where you can grow tea, where you can grow coffee. But in Kenya, there are so young boys and girls picking flower. Kenya did export of over $500 million of flour in 2021. Flour, take all of this in growing flour. We have enough young girls and boys that you can buy some during Valentine and everything. So we have, but we're not growing that. They want to go to holidays. Everybody is going to Kenya on holidays. What do they see in Kenya? It is the mountain, it's the beautiful scenery. They have it in Taraba. So people can go there. But we can't go there. Taraba can grow coffee. Ethiopia did export of $1.1 billion worth of coffee in 2021. Nigeria cannot. Total export of Nigeria in 2021, including oil, is 18 1.9 trillion, convert it by 660, which is the rate today, is under $30 billion. For a country of 200 million people living on 903,000 square kilometers. Since you mentioned Malaysia, Malaysia lives on 329,000 square kilometers of land. That's 3 million population. Their export in 2001 was over $250 billion. So we couldn't do 8 times what we did for Malaysia. It's unacceptable. We will change this country. We must make it productive. What did Malaysia export? Including the oil, palm oil, which they came here to learn. No. Vietnam came out of war 2 years ago. Vietnam export. Vietnam is some 331,000 square kilometers of land. 100 million population, half of our population, their export is over 350 billion. We couldn't do 10% of what they do. That's not how they are. We double their population, 3 times their land size. Don't accept it. I can go on and on. You have a great country. You have a great space. What you lack is leadership. This people have wasted everybody's time. A long time. And throwing your future. We're talking about your future, it's not about our future. It's your future. When you say people should go and talk in university, this year I was telling you in your office, all the great men I met them in university. I met them in university. When I passed through Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, and everything, I met great people come and talk to us as students. That's what we did. We want to build a better future for you. It's not about us. They will come and tell you who is Mr. Obi. Mr. Obi doesn't have even structure. They don't know him. What structure do they have? Structure of criminality, corruption, throwing people into poverty, and causing misery for our people. We want to reverse that. That's what we want to do. One of the channels that was interviewing me this month said establishment. I said, which establishment? Is it corruption establishment? Is it corruption? No. My dear people, we are not here to tell you anything, but to assure you that a new Nigeria is possible. And that new Nigeria will be led by a leader, and leaders that understand what the problem is. This election that is coming must not be based on ethnicity. If you're from the north and anybody say vote for me because I'm from the north, tell him that the poorest people live in the north. They haven't shown it for years. Let them show you the north is insecure. That's what you are talking. Because you voted north since. What did they do? The very people they used the controversy. The very people they ride on their back to get there because the first the north is the border. South is the same thing. There's poor people everywhere. So please, it is not about ethnicity. You can't drive from Abuja to Kaduna by air, by road, or by plane. It's not because a non-northerner is the government. Enough of that. This year's election should not be by religion. There's no place Christians or Muslims buy bread cheaper. If you know anyone where the same bread is by showing, you go there and buy bread. I come out of it. It is enough of that nonsense. Our problem is not religion. I've asked people like BC, you have opportunity of traveling to Dubai. I'm a Christian and a Catholic. The Catholic Church in Dubai, the land and the church was built by any of Dubai, the Muslims. Let them stop telling us others. The central mosque is not wrong. The land cost billions. The land was donated by the Queen, not the Muslims. Only in Nigeria. Because they want to be simple. Because they have refused to educate our people. Tell them impoverished to tell them lies. Tell them we will not follow you by religion. It is not by my turn, it's nobody's turn. It's your turn to take back the country. It's nobody's turn. My name, my name is Mr. Peter Obi. I tell you, I'm from the south. I'm an Igbo man. I'm proud of where I come from. But I'm even more proud being a Nigerian and I'm contesting the election. I don't want anyone to vote for me because of where I come from. I don't want anyone to be for that. I'm contesting this election because I'm the most qualified to solve this problem. Let me assure you, this year's election will get a Canada we can throw. You no longer story. The vice presidential candidate is here. And I'll tell you who he is. His name is Datti Baba Ahmed. When he wanted to introduce him as business promotion, go and Google his name. You know his age. You know his age. You know the school semester. He has PhD in London School of Business. That is the beginning. We must know those who are voting for. Their name, their age, and everything, when they choose the word to must not be. Must not be. Mr. Peter, if you can hear, I can show you. Let me tell you, I can show you people whom I went to school with. I know we're not in trouble. Time is out, but I need to mention something that happened to me. One of the greatest people that helped in my government is here. Professor Ume. When I became governor, the Nigerian Medical Council, refused. Nigerian Medical Council refused and said to me that the University of Anambra State University Medical School is shut down. And I asked why. They said to me, you have no teaching hospital. You cannot have a medical school without a teaching hospital. He was the leader of that team. And I remember, you cannot punish the students because of the mistake of the government. We made the mistake, they will suffer. And I argued, can you allow me to build a teaching hospital in 2 years? All the panel members said it will not be possible. Professor May said, why don't you give him 2 years?
Why not?
Come to Anam State University. I built the fastest teaching hospital ever built. The verse says, and this year's election will be based on confidence. Character we can trust. So when I say, I'm Mr. Peter Obi, I went to Christ State College. I was in the University of Nigeria. I'm an alumnus of Lagos Business School. An alumnus of Lagos Business School. Alumnus of Oxford, alumnus of Cambridge, alumnus of. I can go there and Google it. If you Google Oxford, then you see. So it is a very simple thing. We need people with commitment. We need people with compassion. So we know what we need. Maybe because of us, because I want it to be interaction, I want it to ask questions. I heard when we're talking, they said if anybody do something that is wrong, walk it on. I'm not going to walk anybody out. You're free to tell me whatever you want. I want to learn from you. Because I'm your future. But let me assure you again. Don't allow us to continue the abuse of your country. Don't allow us to continue the abuse of your country. The society you are allowing us to abuse today, and destroy today, will take its revenge on you. God bless you.
All right, thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, please. You may sit down, please. Thank you for your presentation. All right, with your permission, the Vice Chancellor, we're going into the second segment of this particular town hall meeting. We shall actually engage His Excellency Peter Obi, having some questions from members of the academic and intellectual environment, like 2 or 3. Then we open the room for questions, from the general audience. Boring questions, acceptable questions, please, based on the presentation you have already made. So I would like to invite, including those that okay. All right, I would like to invite Professor Iro Oke, a professor of public administration and policy analysis, actually raised questions about policy issues that affect our dear country, and what will be the plans of His Excellency Peter Obi in this particular area.
A little practical question that I want to ask our candidates. How are you going to give us how are you going to give us the how are you going to give us learning deal to the productive? And how are you going to give us squares? Since you are producing good lawyer, how are we going to have to go to all that?
All right, we're going to take 2 more. will now invite Dr. Akonde, the head of Department of Philosophy, for your mention, please.
Vice Chancellor, sir, please permit me to stand on the same protocol. My name is Dr. Njenje, the HOD Philosophy Department, University of Abuja.
So please, sorry, but please introduce yourself proper. Then you go ahead with the question.
My name is Dr. Obi-Datti. I'm the HOD of Philosophy Department, University of Abuja. We have it as a popular maxim in philosophy that until philosophers become kings or kings become philosophers, nations do not know peace. A philosopher king is a leader who has vision, backed up with character, competence, capacity to deliver. As a philosopher, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi has been a practical demonstration of this popular philosophical action. As demonstrated it as governor of Anambra State, his business life, and in his personal life. The problem of Nigeria is largely a problem of bad thinking. For example, it is as a result of bad thinking that we have crude oil in abundance and we are unable to refine it locally. It is as a result of bad thinking that we have vast expanse of arable land, but we cannot have food security. It is as a result of bad thinking that we have so much sunshine, but cannot champion the cause of solar technology. We are therefore perishing because of lack of philosophy. Your Excellency, sir, we want to say that we are proud of you as a philosopher. And to my fellow Nigerians, I want to use this medium to urge you all. Now that we have a chance to install the philosopher king and the philosopher statesman as our leader, the person of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, please do not let this golden opportunity slip by. Let us put vision and vision backed up with character, competence, and capacity. Your Excellency, sir, we look forward to hosting you as the philosopher president after May 29, 2003, when by His grace you must have been sworn in as president of the Federal Republic. God bless Saudi. God bless Abuja Center. God bless the Department of Philosophy in Abuja. God bless the University of Abuja. God bless the Federal
Also, we have one professor for the student place. Let me invite Professor Emil Simon Ikechukwu of the Department of Veterinary Public Health, please.
Thank you, President. God is making. God is not making. God has not but I know the problem of Nigeria is complex. And as I have just enumerated here, it's like in abundance of water. How do you assure that when we get policies that improve this system in such a way that even when we do I'm sure that but the issue is not just the issue is after you by the grace of God is there, but after you what happened? So that
be like another country. But we are not the best entering matters, but how? All right, thank you. His Excellency will respond to the questions. Then before we go into the general audience, we invite you to make your
Somebody will make sure you hear it very well. Even if you don't hear the question, I'll repeat it before I answer it. Professor, can let me thank you because you came from the politics side. Professor, there's nothing difficult in power generation. There's nothing that Nigeria is going through that other nations have gone through. The three countries that have been able to double their capacity in power generation, the fastest growing power generation in the past 5 years have been three countries, and those three countries are developing countries. Number one is India, Vietnam, and Egypt. Egypt is in Africa. Egypt is in Africa. Egypt found out that power was critical to their economic development. And what did they do? They put in what made it necessary for them within a period of 4 years to move to below 20,000 megawatts, or nearly 50,000 megawatts. As we speak, Egypt is exporting power to Europe. Egypt is in Africa. I was in Egypt for 3 days. Studying what they did. What they did from the Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa. That's what we claim. Giant of Africa. The giant of Africa generates between 4,000 to 5,000 megawatts of electricity. If people say that is a giant, with over 200 people. The second biggest economy is South Africa. South Africa is about 60 million people, but they generate nearly 50,000 megawatts. You are 200,000, 200 million. You generate quite good, maybe about 5,000. And then somebody will generate about 50. And in the past 2 months, South Africa declared war, what they call emergency power. They are Google it. I said they're not generating enough. That anybody can generate 100 megawatts without license. Somebody who is generating about 50,000, 60 million people have declared emergency. Then you're generating 5,000, you're 200 million. What will you do? That war. If you read my manifesto, you will see clear lines of what we want to do with this issue of power. We've said by end of this year alone, we will ensure that we complete the power projects with Siemens to ensure 7,000 generation, transmission, and distribution. And we promise what we're going to do in 2024 and what we're going to do in 2025 is documented there. One thing I can tell you, that if there's anything and I discuss every day that we can't afford to fail this. We can go and we share it year by year, not wasting everybody's time. On the rolling bill, I can tell you, Prof, when we want to deal with this issue of the organization, we're not giving a detailed question of what we're going to do, because we need excellent advice. First, that we want government to pull out of any form of investment.
Government is not a good manager. We want it to do everything to be privatized, but not the number of producers that done in the past. Where we privatize profits and socialize losses, we will now deal with it the way it's going to be done. And everybody will see in a transparent, regulatory manner. On the issue of first is that people have asked this question. If we have the opportunity from day one, we remove subsidy. Come. People will tell you, oh, there will be crisis. Let me assure you, there will not be any crisis. First is that subsidy, as it is in Nigeria today, is organized crime. Nigeria is a country with about 200 and 250 million population. Pakistan is about same population, 200, 250 million. Pakistan have more roads than Nigeria, yet their daily consumption of fuel is below 50% of Nigeria. We will remove subsidy. Besides, no country in the world refusing to invest money where it's supposed to invest money. The greatest investment any nation can do is education. The more you invest in education, the more developed you are. Everybody knows that. You can't talk about physical infrastructure without dealing with human infrastructure. But look at it now. Your country, the national country, between 2015 and 2021, 6 years, the total budget in education is about 3.6 trillion. That's why I'm checking about 3 trillion 500, about 3.6 trillion. The second most important thing the nation can do is health. In fact, if you follow Professor Obi-Datti, the Nobel Peace Prize winner in 2015, he said that the difference between rich and poor country is health and education. The second biggest thing you can do is health. Your budget in health is about 2.2 trillion for 6 years. These two combined is about 6 trillion, and you're spending the budget for subsidy 1 year is 6.7 trillion. It's unacceptable. That is why your country is collapsing. We will remove it. We will support those who are going to do have refining facilities there. That is about to be completed. We have some other refineries who are not even getting the crude oil. I said every that people don't want that. Every people that say that doing this illegally, I will go to them and say, okay, no more illegal. Come, let's do it illegal. Come, anybody, anywhere I can make it possible to be available, I'll do it. And I'll bring the price down. And I'll use the resources I used to steal to invest in education, to invest in health. If we have educated Nigeria and healthy Nigeria, we will develop. So that is what we have in fuel. On the issue of bad thinking, Prof, I thank you. Nigeria is not just bad thinking, it's bad thinking plus stealing. They know what they're doing. We need the dollar. I'm just giving you an example. That if every $1 is not producing this quota, if you compare Nigeria and Angola, this year, because of the high oil price last year, Angolan inflation have come down, the rate of exchange have come down. Nigeria took the other way around because you're not producing your quota. I just give an example. With July, in August, our production was 1. And our production is coming up now. In August, our production was 975. We're losing 825 every day. That's 1 day, about 25 million dollars. Put a 2.5%. The money is in every day. So we'll deal with that. It's bad thinking and stealing. We'll stop the stealing. Once you ask about if I agree whether I can be sustained, what can be sustained? When you talk about the institution, what sustains the institution anywhere in the world is the people. What sustains the institution anywhere in the world is the people. If you go to Ghana today, Ghana, I'm not saying anyone, and you are doing driving against the road where they say it's one way, it's only for vehicle going this way, and you're going against it, the Indians will block you. They block you. A minister was just able in Africa recently because what did he do? Now, a minister was removed in Africa recently for corruption. What did he do? Because they found out that the minister suddenly built a new house in South Africa. In Nigeria, they vote Peter Obi in. He has no house in Abuja. Everybody knows he doesn't have a house in Abuja. 6 months, he built the biggest house in Abuja. Goes to his local church and says, you can invite everybody. You come there, the bishop is saying that he's praying to God. I continue blessing him so he can do more. If people are there, drinking and singing, when they know what to do, call police. So we celebrate criminality. We celebrate criminality, bad behaviors. The only way I could have come here and the next thing I would have come with police and all over the place, pushing people up and down. That is madness. And nobody says anything. Nobody has ever asked anybody in Nigeria, what does he do for a living? We have people without daytime job, living like stars, that are being celebrated. People coming to the university and making money, and university are giving them honorary. That is the crisis we have. That must change. Universities must give them to renowned professors of research who have developed something, not kids. We have a country where professors are paid 400,000, where counselors earn more than a professor. Which country is that? Where we negotiate with bandits, but we can't negotiate with them. We will set this country. Suppose we can sustain it. We will sustain it. We will say no. When the two person come and say, hey, okay, don't stop this one. Let me tell you, as someone just to conclude, I used to go to church. And I said to them, if the governor comes late, stay at the back. That's very common. Because I was visiting as a governor, when I left, when the government chairman came what I wanted to go from, because the stay at the back. It is the people. Thank you.
Now we shall take questions from the students. I'm going to select 1 year, 1.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Obi-Datti. I am from the Department of History and Diplomatic Studies. Now, I want to ask, you have talked so much on the economic problem of this country. do we channel the intellectual of young people in this country to actualize a prosperity in our economy? Talking about, for instance, like the polytechnic education, how can we revive it? How is it possible that people can go to school to study furniture and they will make it? How can we go to school that people will study iron bending or what you call it, and people can make it? You don't have to always want to be a lawyer or you be a people can answer. Next thing I want to ask that, sir, I was at home for 8 months. It's a part of my education, and I am not growing any younger. How will you ensure to make sure that this incessant ISIS strike stop for life? Nothing I want to say. Nothing I want to say. Yes, Nigerian students. I want to see my parents go and get your feet.
My name is Lawrence Chidebere Oku. I'm a former level of political science and international relations. Your Excellency, I have a question for you. I am a frustrated Nigerian. What will be our fate? What will be our fate after our duration in school? In terms of securing a good job. Because over the years, what I've done in school, I've been lamenting until today that I'm not getting a job. Someone who did not go to school will make it for them. That is why they believe that school is what a scam. So, what assurance are you giving to us? After what we're going to read one level grade, by April this month, by April this year, we'll be out of school. And after our NYSC, what will be the assurance that we're going to get a white-collar job? Thank you. For the greater Nigerian leader, and for total Nigerian leader, I want to talk. I want to yell. I want to follow. I want to distinguish and acknowledge my Vice Chancellor, Professor Nala. I want to acknowledge the man of hand, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi. It is a great opportunity. According to your manifesto, the Ministry of Education will work on the public-private cooperation as you funding and Nigerian responsibility with a special restructured taxation plan. So how can you give us the proper plan and strategy on how you want to implement this? Then my second question is, our school is in session. How do you collaborate with students in order for us to harness and go and collect our PVCs in local areas? So basically, that's the only two questions that I have.
top level. All right, my question is, Ghana has seen a large financial increase in the country's implemented citizen by program, allowing Africans in the diaspora to become automatic citizens. For example, a person with an African DNA can invest a certain amount of money in. All right, for example, a person can invest a certain amount of money in the country through business, through donations, and through real estate ventures to be granted citizen status in the country. Do you think that type of program will benefit Nigeria? And if so, how will you go about putting it into place?
Good morning, Your Excellency. My name is Uboke Mabel. I'm from the Department of College of Health Science, Medicine and Surgery. Sir, to be honest, most of us in my department, the only thing that in our head is back. So, what's the assurance that after going through this whole stress of medical school, that I will not graduate and then they will be paying me 70K under very bad working conditions. Apart from that, doctors are under so much stress. The doctor, and then something happens to a patient, and then the patient's feelings come and attack for doing your job as a doctor. So what's the assurance that, because the brain drain in the medical sector is really, really high. So what are you going to do about doctors running away from the country? Thank you.
Hello. Of the greatest Nigerian students, ever courageous Nigerian students, I want you. My name is Mochukwu Promise. I'm already of science. So with our Excellency asked, I jotted down some few questions I would like to ask. First of all, ask His Excellency how he's going to deal with security issues all over the country. We can't sleep or travel at night. No peace anywhere anymore. My second question was, what is his plan for the youth? Are we just going to be obedient and not see any significant change in our welfare and job security? Because a lot of us are out of school and there's no job for us. I also want to ask His Excellency, will he stop improving our GDP?
Very much. Thank you.
This one for my parent of this legislation. Comrade, there is Your Excellency, my name is Professor White. Immediate Parliament, Faculty of Law, now Director Center. I'm agitated. After listening to one of the presidential candidates at a rally
where he made an allegation that the current fuel scarcity we have in Nigeria change of colors on the currency. We are all directed at sabotaging the forthcoming election. My question is, you align yourself with these lamentations expressed by this country? If no, tell us how you see this policy of change currency at this time. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Please, the last question we have is we have to be them.
Good morning, my friend. It's a great honor to be here. And you're welcome. My name is Tanya Kwesta. I'm a Nobel level student of post science and international relations. My question is on insecurity. Three officers, the military officer were in attack in Imo State, which I know you heard about. Everyone of us heard about it. On a convoke, government UK or happy. What is your plan or what are your plans tackling security issues? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for all the questions. That's my questions. Make a presentation, Excellency. Before you continue to respond to questions,
Great Nigeria students! Come to Abuja as a tradition. And the tradition show gratitude to our guests and assure them that we welcome them to our great campus. We are grateful for taking their time to come. We don't have money, but we can give a token. And therefore bringing this token to the town.
Greatest Nigeria student, about greatest Nigeria student.
And secondly, I want to give him a copy of my book. It's a collection of poetry poems, and it's titled Obama Mentor.
thank you, my gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Let me believe with all of us. Let me believe with all of us that there's something the Vice Chancellor meant all of us this morning. My dear students, there's something the Vice Chancellor was telling all of us this morning. What we are doing here as the visit the president this morning is very, very important. That's how you select and vote for leaders everywhere in the world. You are not, we are not here for nothing. We're here for intellectual discussion, which I want to plead with all of you. So please participate. Let us organize ourselves and participate, and you'll see the difference. In the end. Now I'm going to answer the questions that were asked by students. Very, very important question. The first question is about the issue of how do we transform it that somebody who read carpentry, furniture can be rich, get job. Let me assure you, my brother. Tertiary education is very important. But once you have basic education, you can actually take the work. So that skill you're talking is in you. You don't need to look for a job. Because with somebody who said they are looking for a job. What we want to do in the country is to make you job creators, employers of labor. I can tell you, once the companies receive the world, we are started by people like you. We want to create opportunities for you to create job. What is the biggest company in the world? Huh? Can anyone tell me what is the biggest company in the world? Huh? Apple. Who is the founder of Apple? Huh? And who? He's not the only person. Let me tell you. The founder of Apple, hello? The founder of Apple is Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs and his friend Wozniak founded a company called Apple. Steve Jobs, if you don't know, was adopted from a home, like motherless baby home. His mother had him, I couldn't take care of him, I put him in a foster home. Yes. And he didn't have opportunity of going to university. He had basic education. And like any other child, him and his friend Wozniak, in fact, he was so stubborn in secondary school, they didn't believe him. They developed the biggest company in the world today. Apple is valued for over 2.4 trillion, when the entire African GDP is about 2.2 trillion. So it is a difference. You are a job creator. The highest number in best school you can go in India today, in school that have created millions of, created the most number of billionaires in, or the most number of people who have celebrated billionaires in India is Bombay Institute of Technology. That school was built the same year by the British government as Harvard College of Technology. It is just that Nigeria failed, and we are not getting it right. When we had COVID, we were looking for work. We had to produce work. Right? Nigeria had a massive factory in Yaba, but when we were using things to find other problems, but we killed it. So education, technical school, actually, other than academic school, tailoring, furniture making, crafting. Who are the biggest furniture makers in the world? They have more money than professors. So we want you to focus on skills. I can give you opportunity. I can go on and on. But we have so many questions. What do you do in terms of access strike? That means you're not following my campaign. Let me assure you today, and in assuring you this, nobody will be in position of telling you what I'm telling you today. The first presidential of labor owns two universities. As you know, that Baba Ahmed owns two universities. I know what I'm telling you every day. The only way university can public university can be closed is that your own is closed. 4 years will be 4 years. There will not be a strike under my watch. People will say, listen like that. People will say it's impossible. People will say it's impossible. Let me tell you, as governor of Anambra State, I had a strike. As governor of Anambra State, I had a strike. I sat down with with the university management, discuss what we are going to do in order to end that strike. In your last 8-month strike, Anambra State University was one of them. Okay. And they will tell you, go and listen to them, what the SUG president said. He said they were not on strike because of the decision in 2009. Schools cannot be closed. If they are closed, Nigeria is closed. But that's why we are training the future. And that brings me to somebody else that I said that how are we going to manage school? Especially education. The way we are managing in Nigeria is not well done. We have what you call that fund. It's money general for corporations. We will ensure that it's better managed. We will ensure that we increase more funding. And we will do so many methods, including to sustain universities. University education must change. I'm sure when I say close to university education, some of you will say, oh no, we don't want close. Let me tell you the beauty of close. If you want to go to school, the only pay is when you have a job. If you don't have a job, you don't pay. So with that, it will change the funding of the university. How do we guarantee securing jobs? I've said before, you will be job creators. That's what you people have. I want to invest in Nigeria. Then what has happened is that there's no physical support. The micro, small businesses where you're domiciled. If we support you, you're energetic, you're creative, you will be creating jobs. And then those, because they're going to move the country from consumption to production, there will be opportunities for job creation in different fields. And that's what we're going to do. In African DNA, let me assure you, what is already being done in America. That's what people say that from Nigeria. The Nigerian government is already giving them opportunities to the citizens. Somebody asked about brain drain. Let me tell you, I'm not worried about brain drain. Brain drain will be brain gain. Those that change India today, those that change China today, those that change all those countries are people who left and that's difficult. When things are good, they will all come back. We want them left from there. I'm not worried about those who are in Nigeria. What me? When we do what we do here, they'll come back. Then we bring the foreign investors. So don't worry about them. If doctors leave, I will train more doctors who give their job here. If we do the right thing, people want to come back here. If we do the right thing, people want to come back here. I've lived abroad myself, and I know that people want to come back here. But they cannot come back. Nobody knows you because where they stand like. Even animals. If ants are passing here and you put fire there, they'll turn away. So nobody knows when there's a problem. Nobody will come back here. So those who want to leave, I don't blame you. If you have to leave, but you like it such a way that they come back. Prof, you asked about French shortage and currency. One is that the central bank of Nigeria has the right to change the currency. Their law. They're going to law. Number two, those who say they are doing it for election, they're in better position to know. I don't make comments about other candidates, especially candidates where it's established. They know on the inside, me on my side. I don't know whether the hunger that is holding us food, those who are the person. I don't know whether someone that is not because of election. They know that I don't know. But I want to get it done. Under my word, you don't have president. Under my word, you have president. Then I should not forget about that. I said this before. And if you just ask people who can explain to us and everything and communicate, we can no longer have the rich people to say, oh, because to change currency, let me suppose currency. Let them do whatever they want to do. I'm not the question to do. You are part of them. So you tell me.
So somebody has to station there. One person will stay there. Their camera is showing here. Not showing here. Let them go.
Someone knows about what happened. Let me assure you, the youth are the future. The government will want to run. Every day they tell me that the leaders of tomorrow. They were telling me that I was the university. That we are leaders of tomorrow. The leaders don't want to go. And we want to force them to go. One of the things that they go and look at it. 4 major candidates and the youngest. In fact, to tell you what it is, if you look at the 2 major parties, not the 3 major candidates, among the 3 major candidates, I'm the youngest. Each of them are my senior candidates. Yes. Yes. Right? If you do an average age, because we're going to use an average age. If you do an average age between the chairman of the party of say PDP, chairman of the party, the candidate, and the vice presidential candidate, the average is 70. That is the average. The average is 70. If you do the one of MPC, Chairman is 75 that I know. Candidate, don't know. 70. 70 is 75. 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 170. Just imagine whatever. If you do the average between myself, the vice presidential candidate, our party chairman, our average is about 55. I'm not sure because the next government will come like 1 year to get it. That is it for that. It's about you can want them to these are things we want to change. So when they come, you must be young. Our party chairman is 6 years old. President of APC is 75. PDP is 71. Our that's how you started the month. So they are giving some kind of the charge. For this we always think about because they are old age. No. The woman just like after they have retirement tax. Let me assure you we have finished. I've done all the questions. And I know today that school that is the final. So I think at this stage, maybe you will stop there.
Great Nigeria students! Articulate Nigeria students! Nigeria students! Come on, students. Thank you very much. Please, I want to ask a very straightforward question. Very straightforward question. It's affecting everybody in Nigeria. Those who have been recruited to protect us, to police us, to guide us, to direct us, to assist us, have become our nemesis. As I was coming here this morning, I saw 2 policemen dragging down a young man from a taxi because he was wearing, to them, they say he's a Yahoo boy. I said, show me evidence. They couldn't. And I said, if you don't leave him now that I'm here, you and your crew will run away from here this moment. Because that was a sort of school. So, Your Excellency, the Nigerian police, most of them, not all of them, their activities, especially those on the road, especially those on the highway, especially those who harass people, Your Excellency, we need help. I don't know what we are going to do to Nigerian police. Sometimes I wonder, are we going to remove all of them and chase them away? Or are we going to retrain them? Nigerian police needs to be declared as a state of emergency. Because the kind of police that we have now, and their actions and inactions, Your Excellency, if something is done, and you become the president of this country by God's grace, there can be a sort of failure. So, Mr. President, Mr. Excellency, I don't know the assurance you are going to give us. Thank you very much.
My question is about the has the BBC other and apparently and they have been trying to I have with friends direction when they apparently and it is going to be difficult for them to travel to and fro. And some schools are facing down close election. So is there any way we can mobilize maybe friends to mobilize them go to the various vote for the upcoming election?
Yes, I think different. I believe something very good. We are praying that the people will not be in Enugu State. People will not be in Adamawa. People will not be in Lagos. People will not be in Bauchi. Now, there's something called state capture. Something to get the power from nowhere, people come and hijack it. What precisely we're talking here is about what South Africa or state capture. What is your strategy to ensure that by the time these Nigerian masses suffered, see you as the hope, justice, fairness, and order. And this mandate enters the hand of people. What stands that from nowhere people will enter the party and people will begin to carry some challenges managing this human rights. Thank you.
Sorry about it.
And I'll start from you. Let me start from you. Let me tell you, I didn't know. As a governor of my state, I did not have one member in the House of Assembly from my party. I did not have a local government chairman. I did not have a house of rep member or state member. My party was as small as this. The only worry about all this when you're going to run a transnational government. You're going to be transparent. It doesn't matter whether you know. And if you know me, I don't think there's no for anyone. What we are going to do, I have no room for anybody coming to any capture. We'll capture the person before I capture them. We don't have any room. I have two questions there which I've answered. Somebody asked about corruption and theft. But when I'm thinking that, I do tend to conclude. Here, people ask about issue of Nigerian police, let me assure you, Nigerian police is not the problem. We will change Nigerian police to be police, and they'll be friendly. Because they don't know. Those boys are calling themselves boys. Because of lack of our investment, they're not sure. We will make those people you call yourself boys. We will change them because they have the talent to change the world. One minute, I want you to listen to me. Hello? I want you to listen to me. When we talked about Steve Jobs this morning, all of you said Steve Jobs wanted Apple. Everybody here said Steve Jobs wanted Apple. Let me tell you one of the greatest problems of Steve Jobs. The greatest thing with Steve Jobs is his life. Steve Jobs founded Apple with his friend. I want you to listen to this. What's it? You know what they did? Steve Jobs went and started using phone to test a man called John Scully. John Scully was the CEO of Pepsi. Pepsi had a headquarters in New York. His office is in the 12th floor. Pepsi Global. The CEO of Pepsi is a man called John Scully. Steve Jobs and his friend sat in a class, texting him every day. Stop selling sugar water. Come and join us to change the world. These two boys are in a garage. Text him every day. Stop selling sugar water because that is not the future of the world. What we are doing is future. And they were doing it every day. Every day. I want you to listen. If it's in this country, you know what will happen? Police will arrest him. 1 minute, I'm trying to do the math. After 6 months of testing Josh Scully every day, Josh Scully went to Pepsi management and submitted his resignation and said, this boy said to him, we are not going to pay you. We are going to give you 5% of the company. No salary. But wanted to help us to change the world. Josh Scully went to Pepsi management, submitted his letter of resignation, and when they asked him where is he going, he said he wants to go and join these boys in garage because they are fascinated by what they are doing. That's how Josh Scully left his office. So came to Apple to become the CEO of Apple, no salary, but he was given 5% of the company. The first thing Josh Scully did was to sack Steve Jobs. You know, Steve Jobs was sacked from Apple. Josh Scully sacked him. He said Steve Jobs is fascinated about what he's going to do. He's not putting money aside. So imagine selling sugar. When he said he's going to resign, everybody said he needs a psychiatric treatment. But that's how John Scully became 5% owner of Apple. Nobody would do it here. They will say the police will arrest everybody. Bill Gates left school in Harvard where his parents went. I went to live in a bank with his friend to start Microsoft. The parents nearly disowned him because they didn't know what he was doing. But a woman who was there doing cleaning had him as a mother, as a child, looking after him. That woman was eventually given a tiny percent of Microsoft, which eventually turned into $1 billion. So, in such a fascinating, all these Yahoo boys, all they need is the reality. And they'll change the world. You know that I'm not saying there might be some of them who are criminals, but at least when India was doing that, And we don't think they are using today Indian ICT owner in Nigeria. We will change it. Those who carry laptop will pick them more laptop. Cryptocurrency, I'm studying cryptocurrency. I'll show you it's something we need to study very well. We do whatever we're going to do. We're going to do it now, study, learn. The last time I learned cryptocurrency, I told you I'm going to learn what to learn. But I want to learn it. Then I can't tell you I'm going to put one in it. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to do it what we will do what. Remember, we said we're going to move Nigeria to fourth industrial revolution. We're not going to stay outside it. That is the youth. I have an idea of what they're doing. And we're going to drive it. Voters card, we will ask people to go and we will talk to university. They have to allow you to go and vote. Your vote is more critical than those people they give money. Because you know the right and wrong thing. So we must allow you to vote. And we will plead with them. And there was two other questions which they wrote here. Someone wrote about security. I've said the same thing what we're going to do in security. I've said security, we will not have unsecured Nigeria under our watch. There are two important questions people answer as corruption and issue of our debts. Corruption and our debts. And I can tell you, borrowing, never think that borrowing is a problem. Every country of the world is owing money. Every country that develops is by borrowing. Every good business borrows money. The G7 countries are in debt. The number one biggest economy in the world is America. As we speak, American debt is almost 90% of her GDP. American debt is almost 90% of her GDP. So there's nothing wrong with borrowing. Number one biggest economy is China. China owns over 50% of the economy in debt. Nothing wrong with borrowing. Number three country is Japan. Japan debt to GDP is 230%. So Japan is owing 230% of Japan's debt. Singapore is 120. I can go that one and tell you what must show. What is wrong with what you use the money you borrowed for? If you borrow it and invest, you will grow. If you borrow it and throw it away, you will collapse. The problem Nigeria have is that you borrow the money and nobody knows where the money borrowed is. Let's jump in. And I'll give you an example. If you go to the China, like I said, Japan, this is the biggest economy. It's owing 230% of the GDP. Everybody knew when that Japan used that money. And above all, Japan today is the highest owner of US Treasury. So they will have savings. You will push the inflation. But I give you an example using two countries, two developing countries of what a debt can do. In 2010, Nigeria debt, Nigeria in 2010, the total debt of Nigeria is about $10 billion. 2010. A little bit more, it's about that. Not precise what our GDP there, as a country If I didn't put the local domestic debt and external debt, it will be more. There was 2 or 3 times that. And per capita, which is the real measure of wealth, in 2010, is about $2,500. Another country, Bangladesh, as at that time, was owing about $40 million. And their per capita was $747 in 2010. In 2021, Nigerian debt by end of last year, 2022, ending up with 2000. Nigerian debt has now increased where I've told you, if you add what that means, our debt is now 77 trillion, which is $187 billion. So our debt has grown by about maybe 600 times, because relatively domestic and foreign, we are about 10 to 10. Because if I do something, we are about 10 to 10, we are 180 something. But our per capita is now 2,000. So we borrowed more money, and our per capita went down. Bangladesh have moved from debt of $47 billion. Today, about $116 billion. Their per capita is now 2,500 and something. So their per capita are threefold. Their GDP are threefold. Nigeria will shrink. That means that the money you borrow, like people say, snake chopped it. So we're going to look for that snake. Everyone. Yes. How do I look for the snake? And be able to know where I can come from. How do I take everything? So that's what we're going to do. I'll show you then finally was corruption. That thing was the only house National Assembly member. And the only senator who did not buy his house. When federal government sold house, the senator. That is not my case. I've challenged everybody since I started this journey. Go and show me where the Anambra State money is missing. Did they hand it over as governor? The border. Did they hand it over as governor? I was not owing pension. I was not owing gratuity. Whatever we want pension and gratuity before I came, that's something billion, I cleared it off. I was not owing salary. I was not owing any contractor. Go and look for any contractor. I was not owing for any contractor who have worked or delivered what we asked him to do. Whether it's supply or construction, I wasn't owing one person. And no contractor will ever say he sat down with Obi-Datti to discuss what Obi-Datti will give him. We were not doing that. And above all, I left in 3 banks in Nigeria for the Anambra State government. Access Bank of Nigeria, I had it as a balance Anambra State government, $60 million over 10 billion. I had for in Diamond Bank $50 million over 10 billion. In Fidelity Bank, $50 million over 10 billion. I left when I left office, 70-something billion naira. I did not borrow 1 naira from anybody. I did not go to anywhere to ask for borrow. And today, I go and find no state, no state of any governor left and not have governor's benefit. Every governor who have left office today is being paid one fee or the other. When they brought it to me, my speaker had a very generous gift, a very generous pension for me, and he brought it for me to sign. And I said, Madam Speaker, I have served the people of Anambra State. I is grace. I'm going home. Anambra has never bought me a bottle of water for like 9 years ago. So I will fight corruption. I have shown that we will fight corruption. We will stop it. If you are not stealing, the worst corruption is the body. If you are not doing that, putting people who are not qualified in office, if you are not passing for right things, you are not doing the wrong thing. If you, which are not me and that you are not involved, your wife and children are not involved, those around you are not involved, you're only by 50%. And I assure you, they will deal with corruption. Just believe us, support us, vote for us as soon as possible.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, Excellency. May I recognize the presence of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Sadiq Abubakar Abba, in our midst. While they shake hands with His Excellency, I will invite the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences for his vote of thanks before we take the national anthem. After the national anthem, we please get seated before His Excellency exit the venue. Thank you. Thank you, moderator. Thank you, Labour Party candidates. God will give you time to love your place. We thank you for everything you have done. I believe by the grace of God, very on the line we saw it as the president of Nigeria. Let it be so. I will thank everybody. We thank the students for coming. We thank our media men. We thank the visitors. I wish everybody safe journey as possible. Wish our presidential candidate good luck in his campaign to become the president of Nigeria. Thank you. All right, national anthem, please.
Every day I pray for you. You will never let you. I never forget you. I never forget you. Be my shelter. Make you stronger. I guess you.
How's this?